Well, hello, welcome again to our reading of the Greek New Testament, and I'm reading 1 Corinthians, and I'm up to chapter 10, and I got up to verse 14. Dioper agapetoimou fugati apites edolatrias hos phronimois lego, krinatihumes ho phemi. To poterion tes eulogias ho eulogumen, uki koinonia esti tu haimatos tu Christou, ton aton hon klomen, uki koinonia tu somatus tu Christou esti, hoti heis atos, hin soma hoi poloesmen, hoi gapantes ek tu henos atu met echomen. Blepete ton Israel katasaka, uk hoi estiontes tas thusias koinonoi tu thusiasteriou esin, ti un femi, hoti idolothuton ti esti, e hoti eidolon ti esti. I'll just pause there because it goes to a new page. So this is still all on the question of idolatry and worship of idols. Dioper is from dia plus ho plus the emphatic pair. So it means for this very reason. The pair makes it quite strong. So for this very reason, on account of this very thing, agapetoimou, my beloved, fugete, now flee, literally, it's the imperative from fugo, so flee or avoid. So flee, well, it's actually flee's better because you've got apo. Flee from idolatry, the worship of idols. Thus I am speaking phronimois, well, to people thoughtful, connected with phrein, the mind, and so on. So I speak to those who are clever or thoughtful or insightful, perhaps almost. The krinetehumas, another aorist imperative here. So you judge that which phemi I say. There's the phemi root, the verb here, one of the few me verbs in biblical Greek. So you judge that which I'm saying. Topoterion, so the cup, the cup of the blessing, the cup of blessing which we bless. Uki, it's a question expecting the answer yes, so surely this is the koinonia. Now this is a very interesting word in the Christian Greek. It means fellowship with and participation in, koinonia. So is this not participation in or fellowship with, and it's taking a genitive, the haimatos, the blood, genitive from haima, of Christ? The bread, hon, which klomen, this which we break. This is from a verb klao. It's an alpha contract verb, and so it's klaomen, and then it contracts to klomen. It's from klao. You see it in the cognate word in English, iconoclastic. That is one who breaks or smashes an icon or an image. And then it begets, the meaning moves on. In modern English we get iconoclastic, but the kla there in iconoclastic is from the same root as this one from klao. So the bread which we break, again, uki expecting the answer yes, surely it is a participation in the body of Christ. Interesting reference here, of course, to the Eucharist. You don't get too many of these. You get several of these in Paul. He does mention it elsewhere, but a reference here, fairly rare reference to the idea of the Eucharist in the later writings in the New Testament. So just to do that quickly again, so the cup of blessing which we bless, is it not fellowship in the blood of Christ? And the bread which we break, is it not fellowship with the body of Christ? Hoti, because, now there's a bit of a shortage of verbs here, so we're going to supply the verb to be. So because there is heis artos, one bread or one loaf, we, out of the esmen, we the many, so we who are many, understand, well, we are, so we who are many are hen soma, one body. And this, of course, has come into some modern liturgies. So because there is one bread, and we who are many are one body, for hoi pantes, all of us, met ekomen, from met echo, takes a genitive, we share in the one bread. Well, literally an artos is a loaf of bread, but we'll just take bread. So for we all share in the one bread. Blepete ton Israel katasaka. Katasaka is a funny word. It is used elsewhere in the New Testament. It's literally according to the flesh. The exact sense is, again, look at the commentaries on this. It's either Israel according to its earthly existence, or perhaps Israel in the sense of a carnal as opposed to spiritual. So it could be translated almost as look at Israel from a carnal, from a physical point of view, or from an earthly point of view, but it's literally look at Israel according to the flesh. In other words, he's not going to spiritualize it here yet. He's going to look at what happened in terms of its earthly existence. Now we get uki plus a question, expecting the answer yes. So did not those eating, participle from esthio, tas thusias, so did not those eating the sacrifices, are they not koinonoi, are they not participants in, or sharers in, and it takes a genitive, the thusias steriou, the altar, this is the Jewish altar. So those who eat the sacrifices, are they not partakers in the altar? Ti'un fami, what then am I saying? So what do I mean, really is the sense. What then am I saying? So am I saying that that which is sacrificed to idols is something? Now just notice the accents here. Esti is enclitic, so it's putting its accent back on tit. This is the indefinite tit without accent, but it's picking up its accent from the esti. And then the indefinite tit is in self-enclitic. It puts its accent back on the previous syllable, if possible, and that's why we're getting two accents here. So this is the indefinite tit. So what then am I saying? That which is offered to idols really is anything, or almost exists, or that an idol is something, same structure here, enclitic, or that an idol exists, but you get Allah, so it's almost no, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that which they sacrifice, the things which they sacrifice. Now we get thuusi in square brackets here, daimonios kai utheo, and then thuusi in square brackets to help make. You've got to supply this anyway. So because that which they sacrifice to demons and not to God. So he says then, what do I mean? Am I saying that the things offered to idols are anything, or an idol is anything? No, but I'm saying that which they offer that which they sacrifice, they offer to demons and not to God. Uthelo de humas, I do not wish you, it's that usual uthelo, I do not wish, polite way of saying don't. I do not wish you, koinonus ton daimonion genesthai, literally to become partakers or sharers with. This is this koinonus in the accusative plural. I do not use to become or to have fellowship with, to become partakers with demons, nor dunasts there. Oh yeah, sorry, this is again, it's a question, I think. Yeah, it's a question right down here. So, are you not able, well perhaps, no, sorry, it's not the question, I don't think at this point. Sorry, no, the full stop's here. You are not able, pinein, present infinitive, to drink, the poterion, the cup of the Lord, and a cup of demons. There's no article here, but we probably put it in English. You are not able to drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of demons. You are not able, met ekain, infinitive here plus the genitive. You're not able to share the trapezda, the table of the Lord, cognate of course with our word trapezium. You are not able to share with the table of the Lord and the table of demons. And now we get the question. A para se lumen ton kurion me iskuroteroi autu esmen. Or paratse lumen here is to provoke. This is a good Septuagint word from paratse paratse leo, it must be. I thought it was it means to provoke or to drive to jealousy the Lord. And then we get may as a question expecting the answer no. So surely we are not iskuroteroi autu, stronger than him. So we get a genitive of comparison here after this comparative adjective from iskuros. The upsilon here is a long u, and that's why we've got a short omicron in the comparative here. Remember, if you've got a short vowel here, you get an omega here, long vowel here, you get an omicron here. So surely we are not stronger than him. And that's the next little section of chapter 10.